So this is US dollar Canadian dollar analysis for Wednesday the 18th of October. Now let's just look what's happened here with prices. So with prices, I did mention that the size of the bearish candles coming off the 2560 level indicated that it was more a retracement rather than a reversal. And that's what we saw. We saw buying momentum come into the market. Prices didn't get all the way up to the level I was expecting, up at 26.22. Instead, we reversed from 25.80. I do remember seeing 25.80 before. And let's just see, 25.80. So if you look at the left of the chart, we did reverse from in around the 25.80 near 26 level over here in the past. Earlier this month, actually on the 6th of the month, we did have some reversal from there. So let's have a look at the hour chart. Let's get the scale on here correct. So we did retest essentially in and around the 126 level, and we've subsequently sold off. The selling has been quite strong. We've had candles closing near their lows, which is indicative of a strong momentum in the market. And prices have broke below these 25.30 level, broke below the this 200 period moving average, and we've come all the way down to test possibly this 24.86 level, as we have traded through the 25 level. Now, if prices do break down further, again, we'll be looking at this 400 period moving average here, marked out in black. It is currently sitting at 24.82, slightly below the 24.86 weekly pivot level. If we do break below that, we're reasonable to expect prices to continue all the way down to 24.26 beneath. Now, beneath 24.26, I wouldn't expect prices to go much further than that in a day. The level we're looking at is 23.34. I wouldn't expect prices to get all the way down there, but 24.26, possibly getting close to that level, would be our focus. If we do have a fine support at 24.86 and 24.82, this area of confluence right there, with this 400 period moving average and this horizontal support, prices to retest 125 and eventually 125.30 would be our upside target. Successful navigation of those levels should possibly see prices go all the way back up to in and around this 25.80, 26 level. Prices could go on to retest that level again. It would be pretty range bound if we were to oscillate between those 2 points, but those are the points we'll be looking at going forward. So let's just have a look at the higher time frames just to have get a different see if there's a different perspective we can gather from here. So at the moment, we were in a downtrend. I suppose we can still say we are on a monthly time frame, and we did have some buy momentum come into the market near around the 120 level. We had this a bit of a doji posted, not doji, a bit of a pin bar posted for the month of September candle. We've not had much of a follow through in the month of October. We're having a bit of a doji form, and so we could potentially retest the lows, but the fact that we did have a pin bar suggests that possibly that prices may head upwards on the US dollar CAD, so you could be cautiously bearish. Let's just have a look at the weekly time frame. On a weekly time frame, again, we've had 4 consecutive weeks of bullish buying momentum. We've had a bearish week now. We do have, let's just see where our dynamic support and resistance are. We do have the where is that? The 200 period moving average sitting at 24.92 and 24.92 and 30. We do have the level, the only moving average which comes into focus is the 200 period moving average sitting at 124.92. So based on how the charts looks at the moment, we could be going into a bit of a bull flag. We have a bit more retracement of the US dollar against the Canadian dollar before a bullish move to the upside for a possible retest eventually of the 127.78 level. So if I have a look at the daily chart, let's just see where we are on the daily chart. If it loads a bit quicker than it is at present. So on the daily chart, we have seen a bit of a reversal pattern put in of the selling that we initially saw. We've come down to support. Well, we've come down and found support in around the 120 level. Now, prices do appear to be in a bit of consolidation, so we could retrace back down to, say, the 20 period moving average. 20 period moving average could act as dynamic support for a retest of the near 126 level. So overall, my bias on the US dollar against the Canadian dollar, it does appear slightly bearish at the moment, but we do see a lot of support underneath where prices are. So retracement all the way up to 25.30, and beyond that, another retest of 126 seems likely. Breaks of which we would possibly see 124.26. So that should wrap up my analysis for the US dollar CAD. So before I go, LCS, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.